I feel the weight of all my choice. I try to speak, I try my voice, but shadows linger, I can't ignore. My knot only locks the door. Shifting tides, I'll find my way. Every step I take, a brand new day. I try to bend, I tried to fight, but now I'll stand, I'll make it right. Faces blur, they never see the quiet struggle inside of me. I follow paths that never change, searching for a sign, something strange. I've given all, I've run my race, but the shadows stay in every place. Every choice I make, every road I take feels like it's fading, a long mistake. I feel the weight of all my choice. I try to speak, I try my voice, but shadows linger, I can't ignore. My knot only locks the door. Shifting tides, I'll find my way. Every step I take, a brand new day. I try to bend, I try to fight, but now I'll stand, I'll make it right. I won't let routine define my mind. I'll find the gaps, leave fear behind. I found my pace, I found my line. I'll keep moving forward step by step, time by time. Shifting tides, I'll find my way. Every step I take, a brand new day. I try to bend, I try to fight, but now I'll stand, I'll make it right. I'm moving now. fade. Every choice, every mistake, not the end, just a phase. Turn the page. Every moment I let go, every piece I outgrow builds a strength I never knew to break through. I'm not nothing left to hold, nothing left to say. Empty space, reset, no plan, no net. Everything I built before doesn't fit anymore. Same walls, new cracks, no way to go back. Every step feels undefined, like I'm running blind. But there's something in the fall when you lose it all. You start to see what's real, what you feel. Every piece I thought I lost wasn't really gone. Every step that broke me down made me strong. I can start again from the ground. Every time I hit the edge, I turn it around. I can start again, no fear. Even when I lose it all, I'm still here. I'm still here. No past, just now. No fear, just how. Every move I make today shapes another way. No mask, no role, just truth, control. Every version I became led me through the pain. For the other fall reveals what the clank conceals. When there's nothing left to hide, you decide. Every doubt that filled my head fades away instead. Every word I couldn't say now is said. I can start again from the ground. Every time I hit the edge, I turn it around. I can start again, no fear. Even when I lose it all, I'm still here. I'm still here. Let it fall, let it fade. Every choice, every mistake, not the end, just a phase. Turn the page. Chester Bennington. Every moment I let go, every piece I outgrow builds a strength I never know to break through. I can start again. Now I know. I can start again. chair at the table. No one uses, but nobody moves it away. Every Sunday we still set the pace up. The silence sits between the walls like it learned how to people talking over the crowd, doors opening, footsteps on the floor. Now nobody knocks anymore. Mom still cooks the same old meals, even when nobody feels like sitting down and acting fine, pretending everything's a lie. I watch her wipe the counter twice, like cleaning up might make it right. But every motion in the room feels like hiding something we assume. Her jacket's still behind the door, even though you shows a different time, before the voices disappeared and everything declined. There's an empty chair at the table tonight, and nobody asks why it's there. We just sit and eat in the quiet light, trying not to stare. Every laugh sounds slightly wrong, like it doesn't belong. And every Sunday feels the same, like we're hiding from your name. Listen. Yeah, Dad doesn't talk about you anymore. He just stares at the floor when someone mentions the past, like the moment moves too fast. My little sister asks sometimes, but the answers change the lines from he's busy to we moved away to silence at the end of the day. And I can see it in her eyes, she already knows the lies. She's too young to understand why people leave without a plan. The house still looks the same outside, but inside something slowly died of the fight and a loud goodbye. Just the door closing quietly. We keep pretending nothing broke, like the truth might disappear, but the quiet in this living room says everything too clear. There's an empty chair at the table tonight, and nobody asks why it's there. We just sit and eat in the quiet light, try not to stare. Every laugh sounds slightly wrong, like it doesn't belong. And every Sunday feels the same, like we're hiding from your name. I used to think you'd come back, walking through that door again, like nothing ever happened, like this wasn't the end. But years started passing and the chair still hasn't moved, and every quiet dinner feels like living with the proof. Yeah, now the dust settles in a routine, living somewhere in between the life we had and life we know. The truth nobody wants to show. Mom laughs a little less these days, but she hides in different ways, and Dad works late most nights. Like distance fixes fights. My sister barely asks anymore. She stopped standing near the door, and me, I learned to read the room, where silence learned to bloom. The chair's still sitting where it was, like memory without a cause. And every Sunday proves again, some stories never get an end. There's an empty chair at the table tonight, and we finally stop pretending. We don't say your name in the light, but the silence keeps defending. Every laugh still feels misplaced, every smile slightly erased, but life keeps moving anyway. Even when someone walks away, the chair is still beside the wall. No one dares to move it at all, not because we think you never stop being her. I keep replaying everything I should have done differently, like I could go back and change it all. Same thoughts, repeat, same way, won't leave. Every moment I regret, still inside my head. Every choice I made wrong, still playing like a song. Every step I wish I changed, still feels the same. Try to bury what I did, try to hide it deep within, but the more I push it down, the more it spins around. Every time I face it, I feel it again. Every word I can't take back pulls me in. I'm learning to forgive myself, let it go. Every scar I try to hide starts to show. I'm learning to forgive myself, move ahead. I can't keep living inside my head. No rewind, no reset, no escape from regret. Every line I crossed before, still knocking at the door, but I see it clearer now. Can't undo it, just allow. Every lesson from the past helps me last. I'm not who I was back then, not the same mistakes again. Every fall I couldn't stand, help me understand. Every time I face it, I feel it again. Every word I can't take back pulls me in. I'm learning to forgive myself, let it go. Every scar I try to hide starts to show. I'm learning to forgive myself, move ahead. I can't keep living inside my Let it breathe, let it stay. Don't erase, just reshape. Every fault, every scar made you who you are. Every moment I accept, every weight I don't reject, gives me strength to finally change. Turn the page. I'm learning to forgive myself, now I see. Every part I tried to fight was still me. I'm learning to forgive myself, break the chain. I don't have to be who I was again. is a whisper telling me to stop, telling me I'm not enough. Step back, hear that same voice, fear trap, same line, don't try, same lie. Inside, freeze up, hesitate, second guess, delay. Every move I make it checked by what it says. I'm done playing safe, done walking that way. Every limit that it builds starts to break. No push, no pause, no change, no laws. Everything is I cannot prove wrong. Every doubt and try to feed me, I reject. Every fear that try to lead me disconnect. Fear won't control me, not again. Every voice that try to stop me meets the end. Fear won't control me, hear me now. Every wall it built around me breaking down, breaking down. Fast thoughts collide, same fear inside, but I flip that energy drive. No brakes, full speed, no doubt, just lead. Every second that I take is free. It's stay down, I stand up now. It's said, don't move, I break out. Every barrier I made, every line I try to place turns into another step I erase. Every shadow in my head fades away. Every word it ever said can't stay. Fear won't control me, not again. Every voice that tried to stop me meets the end. Fear won't control me, hear me now. Every wall it built around me breaking down. No more running, face it now. No more letting fear decide. Every second I take back is mine. Every step I was afraid, every risk I never made turns into the strength I need to be free. Fear won't control me, now I see. Every chain it put on me set me free. Fear won't control me, loud and clear. Every doubt that held me back disappears, The chair across the table hasn't moved in years, but I still look at it sometimes. Like maybe someone will sit there again and things will feel normal. But normal left a long time ago. Yeah. full but nobody speaks. Just tension hanging in the air for weeks. Mom trying hard just to keep things straight. Dad coming home already full of weight. And every conversation turning into blame. Like everybody lost the rules of the game. I used to hide behind a half-closed door, listening to arguments I heard before, wondering if tomorrow would change. But tomorrow always felt the same. I learned early how silence feels, how people stay but never heal, how the loudest rooms can feel alone, even when you're not on your own. There's an empty chair in the kitchen tonight where the laughter used to live. We still sit down at the same old table, but there's nothing left to give. Every word feels heavy, every memory burns slow. When a house keeps standing, but the family lets go. Listen. School asked me what my home was like. I said everything was fine, everything was right, but the truth was hiding under my tongue, because I didn't know how pain was sung. Friends talking about weekend plans, family trips and helping hands. I just nodded like I understood, like my story was just as good. But my weekend sounded different. Doors slamming, voices distant, television noise filling up the air, so nobody had to say what wasn't there. Dinner plate slowly disappearing, nobody cooking, nobody cheering, just a fridge light glowing in the night, while everybody lived a separate fight. You learn to grow up fast when peace never lasts. You learn to reroute before the anger blooms. There's an empty chair in the kitchen tonight where the laughter used to live. We still sit down at the same old table, but there's nothing left to give. Every word feels heavy, every memory burns slow. When a house keeps standing, but the family lets go. Nobody teaches you how to carry that weight, how to smile when everything breaks, how to build yourself from pieces when love slowly decreases. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Years passed, but the echo stayed. In the way my trust slowly fades, in the way I hesitate to speak, when conversations start to peak. I promised myself one thing though: if I ever build a home of my own, no kid will sit behind the door, listening to a silent war. No one guessing what love should be, no one scared of family, because I know too well the cost of everything a child can lose when it's lost. So every scar became a guide, every memory pushed me to decide the story doesn't end the same, just because that's where it came. There's an empty chair in the kitchen tonight, but it doesn't own my name. The past can stay inside that house. I won't repeat the same. Every scar is teaching, every wound can grow. A broken home behind me, but a better one ahead, I know. The chair is still there, but I finally stood up and walked away. They said, be stronger. They said, you can handle it. They never asked if I wanted to. First it was simple, just small responsibility, small expectations, small visibility. Then it kept stacking, another request, another demand, another test. Every success raised the bar, every mistake left a scar, every victory bought a price, double the pressure next time. No, every step feels monitored, every result gets audited, every second under review, like I'm supposed to be bulletproof. But nobody sees the cracks forming, nobody hears the warning, nobody asks the question, what happens after exhaustion? Every voice says push again, every voice says don't give in, every voice demands the climb, like I'm built to hold the line. This is too much to carry, more than I chose. Every weight they gave me, nobody knows. This is too much to carry, more than I planned. Every expectation placed in my hands. Funny how the praise arrives only when the pressure thrives. Funny how the spotlight grows when the breaking point gets close. Every compliment a chain, every promise more strain. Every time they say you're strong means they'll push the load along. You're reliable, dependable, stable, always ready, always able. That's the label they repeat while the ground leaves your feet. And the louder the reputation, the heavier the expectation, till the truth becomes clear. Nobody sees the fear. Every step I tried to take, every smile I tried to fake, every breath I held inside built the pressure I can't hide. This is too much to carry, more than I chose. Every weight they gave me, nobody knows. This is too much to carry, more than I planned. Every expectation placed in my Every title, every role, every target, every goal, every promise I fulfilled, only added to the bill. Chester Bennington, my light begins to show. Every truth I didn't know, every weight I didn't claim, still arrived the same. This was too much to carry, now it's clear. Every pressure they placed brought me here. This was too much to carry, but I stand. Let the pieces finally fall from my hands. They always say the same things. You're the strong ones, so don't you never ask it if the strong one is tired. Every problem that's on me, every crisis, every plea, every voice that needs advice, every burden, every price, every moment someone calls when the structure starts to fall. Every time they lose control, they expect me to control. how the story plays. Every single time the same. When the pressure hits the room, everybody shifts the blame. Everybody needs a guide, everybody needs a side, everybody needs a voice. Still the strong one has no choice. Every second holding ground, every silence getting loud. Every cry begins to spread through the fortress in my head. Being constrained can be a cage, built by praise and built by stage. And the louder they repeat, the harder the defeat. Every weight I carry through, every promise that I knew, every step I try to take starts to shake. The strong one breaks too, but nobody says. Every wall I built for them falls on me. The strong one breaks too, but they don't know. Every time I held them up, let me go. Every moment standing tall, every time I took the fall, every voice I tried to save built the pressure of the wave. Just bending to new ranks, every wall begins to shake. Every strength I try to fake starts to break. The strong one breaks too. Now it's clear. Every voice that leaned on me disappears. The strong one breaks too. Now you see. Even strength needs to break. Needs to break. Needs to break. Behind every word I say keeps replaying in my mind. I try to speak, I try to explain, but all I feel is the weight of my pain. I'm falling in holes of doubt and fear. Every corner I turn, regret is near. I push myself, I give my all, yet every step I stumble and fall. I can't undo the past, the shadows always last. I try to rise, I try to fight, but nothing seems to feel right. I'm falling apart, I can't pretend. The pieces of me I cannot mend. I try to hold on, I try to stay, but the ghosts of my past won't fade away. Every choice I make, every word I say feels like it's lost in yesterday. And every step I try to brave leaves me questioning the way I behave. I stayed awake, thinking it through. Every regret I have feels too true. I climb the walls of my own mistakes, but nothing can change the past I face. I've given all I've tried to heal, but every scar feels too real. Every door I try, every path I see can't erase what's haunting me. I can't undo the past, the shadows always last. I try to rise, I try to fight, but nothing seems to feel right. I'm falling apart, I can't pretend. The pieces of me I cannot mend. I try to hold on, I try to stay, but the ghosts of my past won't fade away. Every choice I make, every word I say feels like it's lost in yesterday. And every step I try to brave leaves me questioning the way I behave. I won't let the past define my way. I'll face the pain and find my day. I found my strength, I found my voice. I'll keep on moving, I'll make my choice. I'm done hiding, I'll rise above. No more chains, no more time. like a thief. Every road I take feels torn. I face the night, I face the sky. Fading mirrors, I'll break away. Every step I take clears the gray. I try to bend, I try to stay, but I'll keep moving, find my way. Every thought inside, every move I make won't let me fall, won't let me break. Even when the past calls my name, I'll rise above, I'll hold the flame. Faces pass, they never see the toxic weight consuming me. I climb my walls, I face the night, searching for a place where I'm alright. I've given all, I've tried my best, yet every step feels like a test. Every choice I make, every path I see leads me closer to being free. Try to rise, I try to breathe, but the past clings like a thief. Every road I take feels torn. I face the night, I face the sky. Fading mirrors, I'll break away. Every step I take clears the gray. I try to bend, I try to stay, but I'll keep moving, find my way. Every thought inside, every move I make won't let me fall, won't let me break. Even when the past calls my name, I'll rise above, I'll own the flame. Own the flame. Own the flame. I won't let the weight define my mind. I'll face the loss, leave it behind. I found my pace, I found my line. Step by step, one at a time. Fading mirrors, I'll break away. Every step I take clears the gray. I try to bend, I try to stay, but I'll keep moving, find my way. Every thought inside, every move I make won't let me fall, won't let me break. Even when the past calls my name, I'll rise above, I'll own the flame. Own the flame. Own the flame. The glass shatters, the lies dissolve. I step ahead, I evolve. No change remain, the night recedes. I take my place, I plant my seeds. You thought silence meant weakness. You thought I wouldn't notice. You were wrong. I heard every comment you whispered low, every joke you made thinking I wouldn't know, every sideways look, every quiet attack, every rumor you passed when I turned my back, every moment you tested my patience, every sense full of hidden frustration, every laugh when I chose not to react. You mistook discipline for lack, but every insult stayed in memory, every detail built the energy, every second storing the tension, waiting for the right direction. You kept pushing the boundary line, thinking I'd break before the time, but pressure doesn't always destroy, sometimes it deploys. All the words I didn't say, all the times I walked away, anger I restrained. Now it's running through my veins. If you got something to say, say it to my face. No more whispers, no more games. You kept testing every line, now you're running out of time. direction. Now the truth becomes the weapon. Now the silence you enjoy becomes the noise you can't avoid. All the words I didn't say, all the times I walked away, all the anger I restrained, now it's running through my veins. If you got something to say, say it to my face. No more whispers, no more games. You kept testing every line, now you're running out of time. If you got something to say, say it to my face. Every rumor, every lie, every whisper passing by, every moment building weight, every second feeding fate. Chester Bennington, 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 Bennington. And every limit you crossed, every bridge that you lost, every doubt that you spread, now collapses instead. If you got something to say, say it to my face. No more silence, no more space. Every shadow disappears when the truth finally appears. If you got something to say, say it to my face. Say it to my face. I used to know who I was. Now everything feels different. Everybody telling me the way to behave, how to talk, how to think, how to act every day. Every comment like a rule I must obey, like my whole identity is drifting away. Another voice saying I should change my direction, another opinion turning into correction, another reminder I'm not doing enough, like the world only respects you when you're tough. Every conversation feels like a valuation, every move analyzed like a calculation, every word measured before it leaves my mouth, every doubt turning the volume up, trying to become while the pressure grows, trying to smile when nobody knows, every expectation stacking on my chest, every second turning harder to digest. I keep trying to stay the same, but every day rewrites my name, every voice pulling me apart, every doubt tearing at my heart. Every version I tried to play slowly pushed the truth away. Every rule telling me how to behave, every path that I'm forced to pave, every second trying to comply.